Now let us see the next case. That means if the two vectors a vector and b vector are perpendicular to each other, that means the angle theta which is equal to 90 degree. What about the resultant vector we get? So what is the formula? R which is equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos, instead of theta I have to substitute 90. Obviously this term will become as 0, and finally what I'll get? R is equal to root of a square plus b square. This will be the resultant of the two vectors when these two are in 90 degree. And what about the angle? Tan beta which is equal to b sine 90. Instead of theta I have to substitute 90 by a plus b cos 90. A plus b cos 90. So now we know that this cos 90 will become as 0, this will become as 1. So similarly tan beta which is equal to b divided by a, and beta, the angle will be the tan inverse of b by a. This will be the formula to find the angle between the two vectors, angle between the resultant vector and the first vector when the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. And the final case, which is little bit quite similar to the first case we have seen, when the two vectors are opposite in direction. When the two vectors are opposite in direction, that it may be one vector which is in this direction, the other will be in this direction, a vector and b vector, and if it's making an angle theta which is equal to 180 degree, if I substitute r which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 180, so cos 0 is 1 and cos 180 will be minus 1. So I will be getting r is equal to root of a square plus b square minus 2ab, and this will be similar to a minus b the whole square formula. So I can write a minus b the whole square. So I can cancel this root and 2, and finally I will be getting the r as a minus b when the two vectors are 180 degree to each other, and this value will be the minimum resultant value, r minimum. So when the two vectors are on the same direction as well as it has an angle 0 degree in with it, we will be getting the maximum value. That's what we have seen, r maximum. When they both are in 180 degree to each other, we will get the minimum value. And what about the angle? So tan beta which is equal to b sin 180 divided by a plus b cos 180. However, sin 0 and sin 180 will be 0 and cos 180 will be minus 1. 0 by minus 1 it will be 0. Tan beta is equal to 0 and beta is equal to tan inverse of 0 which is equal to 0 degree. So the angle between the resultant vectors is also 0 degree. So this is up to the cases of the parallelogram addition of two vectors. And here one more thing we have to see. When I suppose to do r max divided by r minimum, that will be equal to a plus b by a minus b. Similarly, when I am doing a by b, that will be equal to r max plus r minimum divided by r max minus r minimum.